Hi, welcome back my friends. I'm sure you enjoy my hypnosis workshop on WhatsApp, and now we are doing something very interesting. Normally the technique which you are going to learn in this video, let me tell you what you are going to learn first. You learn how to do waking hypnosis with the eyes open with the suggestibility test, and a lot of fantastic things you can do with that, number one. Number two, you are going to learn pseudo hypnosis, at least 5 or 6 type of thing will teach you. So that is more on body physiology thing, but it looks like hypnosis. So this is, as a hypnotist, is a very powerful tool for you. Second, you are going to learn a method called, we call them a pre-hypnotic suggestion. Using a pre-hypnotic suggestion, using a oriental pressure point method, and then telepathy hypnosis, which I used to do in my workshop. I'll explain to you how we've done. And the non-verbal hypnosis, it's a demo in the workshop. I'll explain to you, though it is everything explained in the video, but again I will explain to you few more tips how to do that. And then there is a simple method called mesmerism kind of method, where we don't talk to the person anything, and we put them into a very deep state of hypnosis. And when we use those methods, the person goes into a very deep state of hypnosis. So I'll be giving you live demo from the workshop. I'll then explain to you how to do it, and once you do it as I ask you to do it, you will get the same result what I got. Now remember, anything which you do, you need to have confidence. So for the confidence purpose, the hypnotic power sheet we'll add in this video also, because some of you may have lost it, so we'll add into this. And there is no script in this. I'm going to explain to you word by word, so watch me doing it, hear me, and I'll explain to you how to do it, and then do it, and you will get wonderful success with this. And this is very good technique when you can do it anywhere. In street hypnosis also you can do it. You can do with the party and friends, and you can have lot of fun doing this. So let's come to the waking hypnosis, where we do suggestibility test. I'll give you a demo shortly from the live seminar. At least not one, at least 4 demos we give. Different type of demos there, but let me explain to you few fundamentals of doing it. Number one, this language pattern on these suggestions are very powerful. Number two, your energy, and you should believe that it is going to work. Number three, remember one thing very important here. When small thing works, something you do and it work, then you can lead that thing to the bigger thing. So start with a smaller thing. Remember, whenever you are doing anything, like in the workshop we talk about it, about compliance test 3 times, the person should be willing, otherwise it will not work. So compliance, you check the moves around, do things, and then they are ready. So we normally start with a hand stiff, which becomes easier. The eyes are open. So remember what I do, I'll take you to the live recording from the seminar where I'll explain to you in detail, but let me explain to you here, so when you watch it you can understand what I'm doing. So I make the hand stiff. I ask them to make a fist like this, and then I ask them to focus a point here. Now remember, the eyes are open, so eyes may move around, they may not be focusing. So I look at the eyes whether they are focusing or not. If they are not focusing, I say, focus here, with a commanding voice. Say, focus here. I touch them and say focus here on the hand. When they focus here, they go into a kind of trance. I say, now imagine, feel, believe, pretend. We use the word pretend, that your right hand is becoming stiff, rigid like a steel bar. Now I talk very confidently, and I use my voice, and then I check their hand whether it's becoming stiff or not. If it's not becoming, I use my hand and make it stiff. And when they start feeling little stiff, and I feel that it's becoming stiff, I ask them a very interesting question. Which part of your hand is more stiff? Now remember, ask this question. Which part of your hand is more stiff? They will say whatever, here, anywhere, doesn't matter. They need to agree that one part of their hand is becoming stiff. Listen carefully. That means the suggestion started working. Then what I do? I take the stiffness, it can be here, anywhere, and spread to the whole hand. And I really mean it when I do it with my hand. Watch me when I'm doing it. Really, the whole hand, we started from here and spread all over your hand. Your complete hand is now stiff and rigid. And I check it is becoming stiff. And then I use a very powerful hypnotic language pattern. Listen to me carefully and watch in the video. I tell them, your hand is completely stiff and rigid like a steel bar. When you really feel that you cannot bend your arm, try to bend your arm. I repeat this twice. When you really feel that you cannot bend, try to bend your arm. Now this is a very powerful hypnotic suggestion. I am asking them to try to bend when they think they cannot bend. Remember, this is a powerful suggestion. And then when they will try to bend it unconsciously, when they will think that they cannot bend and they are struggling, the moment they are struggling, don't give them a time. I use the other hand and put the hand here and say, as your hand is stiff. Now remember, it is a linking. As your hand is stiff, your other hand is also stuck to your hand and you cannot separate your hand. Don't give them too much time to try hard, and ultimately they may reject the suggestion and move ahead. Don't give them a time. And from there, I take them, go down to the leg and make their leg stuck to the floor. And they cannot lift their leg. Now when one thing works, the other thing works, remember. So our goal is to make the first thing work. So first thing with the hand, take it to the hand, then the leg, and then the more and more suggestion you go, difficult, start working. I said, open your mouth and you cannot close it. They remain like that. And then I can make them forget their name. Forgetting them, the hand and all these things I do in the end, not in the beginning. We start with the smaller thing and then goes. The same way you will see me doing with the one person, putting the hand on the wall and then press it, and then I say, imagine there is a super glue on your hand. You will watch me doing it there in the workshop. Super glue on your hand, and then I press it and say, which part of your hand you feel most stuck? They may see a finger or any part. I say, fantastic. Now this stiffness or the stickiness move to your whole hand and your hand is stuck to the wall. And then I use the power of language pattern. When you really feel that you cannot remove your hand from the wall, try to remove your hand. Use the word try. Try means failures. And then they are struggling. I ask them a question. Are you hypnotized? The eyes are open to the door, but your hand is still stuck? Well, yes. So this is the power of suggestion. So watch me doing it. Now, one thing here, remember, don't watch once, watch it at least 10 times. Understand the language and then do it on somebody and you will become successful. Do it with confidence. Use the proper language and remember the rule is make the one thing work and then the second thing work, then the third week work. And the end we do the difficult thing like name amnesia, number amnesia, or mouth, can't open the mouth, or mouth stuck. There also my language pattern. The more you try to close your mouth, the more wider it will open. And when I say, I use my mouth like, I open, I show them. So they get a visual picture also. So this is a very fantastic method. So there is 3 different people. I am giving you the method there, showing you method. Watch them one by one, not 1, 2 or 3 times, 4 times. Now I am going to give you a small tip here, very powerful tip. Initially when you are doing in a group, if you feel that you are not very confident, start with the normal suggestibility test, hand and thing, and pick up the person whom you feel that he is doing the work correctly, is using his imagination correctly, bring the person in. So watch the video and come back. Thank you very much. Look here, find a spot there, find a spot and imagine that your right hand is becoming stiff, rigid like a steel bar. Really imagine, really feel, concentrate on one point there and really feel that your hand is becoming very, very stiff, rigid like a steel bar. Which part of your hand you feel more stiff? Tell me with your hand. Which part of your hand you feel more stiff? Here you feel more stiff? Okay. And as you see, this stiffness from here, keep moving from your hand up to here, the whole hand up to your shoulders, completely stiff, rigid like a steel bar. When you really feel that your hand is completely stiff and rigid like a steel bar and you cannot bend your arm, then try to bend your arm. When you really feel that your hand is so stiff that you cannot bend, then try to bend your arm. Try to bend your arm, but you cannot. Use your other hand, put your hand here, and then try to bend it, And as your hand is stiff, this hand is stuck to your hand and you cannot separate your hand. The harder you try to separate, the more tighter. Try to separate your hand, this hand, but you cannot. The harder you try, hand is completely stuck. Now, this stiffness from your hand, going to your shoulders, going down into the floor, into your legs, and your legs are stuck to the floor. As your hand is stiff, your leg is stuck to the floor. Try to move your leg, but you cannot. The harder you try to move, the more tighter stuck. Try to move your leg, but you cannot. Your legs are stuck to the floor. Fine. Can you open your mouth? Open up. Tuck You cannot close it now. The harder you try to close, the wider it will open. Try to close, but you cannot. More and more. Now when I step my finger, everything will be released except your legs. Interesting, eh? Huh? Your legs are still stuck, I think, eh? Try to move your leg, but you cannot. The harder you try, the more time you stuck. Try to move your leg, but you cannot. Are you hypnotized? Eyes are open, are you hypnotized? But your legs are still stuck. What's your name? Give me your back here. This is your name? What is the name? Imagine that your name is coming out from your head and going here. So your name is here now. What is your name? Ramakrishna. Look here, look here, look at. The name go on. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Let's go on. What's your name? Interesting, eh? It's come back. Give it there. Now, release. Like this. Now, focus on your hand. Press down with this hand and press up. Make it tight, tight. Really tight. Push up and push down. Now, when you do this, there is a small confusion. You don't know which hand is pressing harder than other. Keep looking here. And imagine that your hands are stuck tighter and tighter. Imagine that nothing you can do to separate your hand. Imagine that nothing you can do to separate your hand. Now try to separate your hand, you cannot. The harder you try to separate, the more tighter it's stuck. Try, but you cannot. Now interesting thing is, this stickiness from your hand goes to your shoulder and goes to floor, and your both the legs are stuck to the floor. You cannot move. Try to move, but you cannot. The harder you try to move, the tighter it's stuck. Now the same thing comes up, go into your mouth, and your mouth is stuck. You cannot open your mouth. Try to open your mouth, but you cannot. The harder you try to open, the tighter it's stuck. Try. When I clap my hand, your mouth will open, but your leg will be stuck, your hand will be stuck. You can open your mouth now. You can open your mouth. Yeah. Wider. Open it wide. And now you cannot close it. The harder you try to close it, more wider it will. Try to close your mouth, but you cannot. The harder you try to close, more wider it will open. Yeah. You're just imagining, right? Stop imagining, everything will be normal. Stop imagining, everything will be normal. Your hand will separate, your leg will separate. Yes. You can move, right? Interesting?
Yes.
Very. Observe the wording which I use. Wordings are very important here. Okay. Make your hand like this. In front of it. Tight. Make it tight. Imagine that your right hand is with eyes open. This is eye open. Imagine that your right hand becoming stiff, rigid like a steel bar. Want it happen, make it happen, let it happen. That's right. Imagine that it become very, very stiff, rigid like a steel bar. Now which part of your hand you feel more stiff? Touch with the other hand, tell me which part you feel more stiff. Here? Now here, this place. Now this stiffness now moving from here and moving, spreading all over your hand. Look at your hand. Feel this, stiffness moving from this place to this place. Now your right hand is now completely stiff, rigid like a steel bar. When you really feel that your right hand is completely stiff and rigid bar, you cannot bend your arm. Try to bend your arm and find you cannot bend it. Try, but you cannot. Try, you cannot. That's right. Use your other hand to try to bend it. Put your hand here. Tightly put it. Now this hand is also stuck. You cannot separate your hand. The harder you try to separate, the more tighter. Try, but you cannot. That's right. When I snap my finger, your hand will be released. Relax. Now, in this, everything is language pattern. Notice again. Put your hand. Make it stiff and rigid. Now I'm checking it becoming stiff and rigid, and I ask him a question. Which part of your hand you feel more stiff? Reality check, He said here, right? From here, I spread it to everywhere. Now that means the thing is working, Then I gave him a very strong suggestion. When you really feel that you cannot bend your arm, it's really stiff, then try to bend it. When is going to try to bend it? When you really feel it. Understand? So this is the power of suggestion. Now come, relax. Come there. Come to the wall here, Okay, cameraman, So, because they want to see your face, put your hand on the wall. This hand. So, you can see me also now. Press. Look, keep looking here. Now, imagine, feel that there is a super glue in your hand and your hand is stuck to the wall. Just really feel it, really push hard, really feel it. That's wonderful. Now, which part of your hand you feel more stuck? Tell me. Oh, this finger? From this finger, this glue is spreading all over your hand and your hand is completely stuck to the wall. When you really feel that your hand is stuck to the wall, try to move your hand, but you cannot. Try hard, but stuck, huh? Completely stuck, huh? Right? Interesting, huh? Completely stuck? That's right. Now, I want to give you some gift here. Pick up a mental block in your mind. Your hand will release as fast as your unconscious mind will solve this problem for you. The hand will release as fast as your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind resolve this problem for you, and you feel wonderful, happy, and relaxed. Interesting, eh? You know one more interesting thing? Come on the stage. Again, watch the language, huh? We have to make true that one part is really feeling it. From there, we spread it, and the suggestion was? What was the suggestion? When you really feel that your hand is stuck, then try to remove it. When is going to remove then? Only when you feel it, not before that. Got it? So my friend, you just watch me doing on the 2-3 different people doing the same method differently. Now, one of the guys was looking here and there, so I asked him to focus. So, this is a very simple things to do. Again, if you are starting new, you can just tell them, I want you to use your power of imagination. Talk about power of imagination. How I tell them? In another video which you are going to watch now, we start with the leg stuck. Now, leg stuck is more physiological thing. You watch them, I explained there. So what happened, the leg automatically become heavy when they put one foot forward and bend it a little bit, and then they are looking down on the foot, they are putting all the weight on that leg. So it actually become heavy. So it's more physiological. So I ask them, are you feeling it? Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel your leg becoming more and more heavy. Then I ask them, do you feel little heaviness in your leg? They say yes. That's fantastic. Take another deep breath, and your leg is becoming so heavy that you cannot lift your leg. When you really feel that you cannot lift your leg, try to lift your leg, but you cannot. And then I'm putting my hand on their shoulders. So if they move back, they can move back. But I put their hand, I then allow them to move their body back, and they say, yes, it's stuck. The moment they say stuck, now from there we get hypnotically. We say, now the other leg is also stuck. If one thing works, the other thing works. Then I put the hand, head or stomach, I say the hand is stuck. Your head is stuck to the air and they cannot lift. From there we move on to the other part. So leg stuck is also a very, very powerful method which I learned from Jamie Brown, and he's from UK. He's a fantastic teacher. I learned from him all this waking hypnosis and things. So practice this and then do it and have a lot of fun. And then once you started having fun and doing it correctly, with a little bit practice you can do it, and then send me the videos. So I need your videos doing it. Huh? So have a lot of fun and then come back to the next part. Thank you very much. Now, come here. Stand like this. Like this. Just relax your leg. Relax. Huh? You're not relaxing, you're making it tight. Relax. Just relax. Look down. Just relax and look down. Find a spot on your leg here. Now take a deep breath. And imagine that your leg is becoming heavy. Just feel it. Really imagine and feel it and pretend that your leg is becoming very heavy. Can you feel little heaviness? Now, take another deep breath. As you feel little heaviness, now, as you breathe out, it's becoming more and more heavy to the point that your leg is stuck, glued to the floor. When you feel that your leg is stuck, try more tighter. So try. Now, both the legs are stuck now. Both the legs are stuck. Try hard, but you cannot. Put your hand on your head. As your legs are stuck, your hand is stuck to your head. The harder you try, the tighter. So try, but you cannot. Interesting, eh? Are you hypnotized? No, your eyes are open, you're not hypnotized. Now, you're just imagining. Stop imagining and your hand will release, your legs will release. Stop imagining. You can move now. Huh? Interesting, eh? This all imagination and power of suggestion. The interesting part is, look into my eyes, you are again stuck. Both the legs are stuck. Try to move, but you cannot. The harder you try to move, the more tighter stuck. Try. Interesting, eh? You'll fall down. Don't do that. Okay? When I snap my finger, everything will be released. See, now you can move. How was the feeling? Welcome back, my friend. And this time I am going to take you to my live seminar where I give a demo of a very simple but very powerful technique called Oriental Pressure Point Method. Now this is something very interesting, and this technique I learned from long time back in 1980s, 81, 82. I bought a book from US, not available right now, prize-winning method on hypnosis, and there are a lot of methods, and there was called Oriental Pressure Point Method. And this method is basically based on pre-hypnotic suggestion. That means in a way we talk, the way we give suggestion, we pre-hypnotically give them so much suggestion that they are expecting to get hypnotized very deeply. Now in this video you will watch, I will give you 2 videos from my live seminars, and there I do a drama, a kind of drama. I do see there is a very special Oriental Pressure Point Method. When I touch, the person instantly close their eyes and go into deep state of hypnosis, and hypnotic anesthesia already there. I repeat 5 to 6 times. Then I ask the audience to come to closer to watch it, because this method is so fast they will not know when it will work. So if they blink their eyes also, they will miss the chance. I make the hype and repeat this number of times. The moment I touch on that part, the person closes his eyes and goes into deep state of hypnosis, and hypnotic anesthesia already there. I repeat, and at the whole process I am not looking at the person I am doing. The person is willing to get hypnotized. Normally the best way to do this is on a bed. So when you press it, you will watch the video, when you press it, the person goes completely flat on the bed. Now in the workshop we don't have a bed. So what I do, I use on a chair, but I make them sit little forward, move little forward, and then when I press here, you will watch in the video, any place I can do it, I just press and pull. What happened when I do this, automatically I get close and my suggestion is already there. Now when I am doing this a demo, I make the people come closer and I keep repeating this suggestion, and you look at the person I am going to hypnotize. Watch this video twice. When I am doing and giving the suggestion, he is only waiting for the command to close their eyes and touch. They are already hypnotized. Like waking hypnosis you saw just now, eyes are open, they are already in a trance, they are just waiting, and then tuck I do, they go into deep hypnosis, hypnotic anesthesia is already given, because I am not giving a suggestion when they are in trance. I have already pre-hypnotic suggestions. So watch these 2 videos. It's a wonderful fun when you can do it. Now it will only work, people need to believe you that you are a hypnotist. So before you do this thing, creating your credibility as a hypnotist, you do other stuff like waking hypnosis or instant hypnosis, whatever you learn here. And then when you do it, people know that you are a hypnotist, and it will go fantastically. This is part 1. Watch these 2 videos and then come back. Thank you. We have found out that there is some pressure point in our body. When we press them, the person goes into deep state of hypnosis. But we don't teach this thing in the workshop. The purpose is because some people may misuse it. Okay? So I'll give a demo. It's called Oriental Pressure Point Method. I'll give you a demo. Now, when I give this demo, it takes fraction of a second. It takes only fraction of a second. And person goes into deep state of hypnosis. And interesting thing is, hypnotic anesthesia is already there. Hypnotic anesthesia is already there. And now, when I'm going to give this demo, make sure that camera you have to come close, because if you blink your eyes, you will miss it. So let me pick up somebody. You want to come? Come. No. Take this chair in front. Move the chair a little forward. Move your butt also forward. Now, you can remove your glasses. Now, all of you sitting behind, come this side or this side, so you can watch it. And this technique works so powerfully, and that the moment, but make sure you leave the gap for the camera. Be close. Remember, now this technique takes a very quick and very fast, and it's a fraction of a second. If you blink your eyes, you will miss it. So keep your eyes open. Remember, the moment I touch on that part, the person goes into deep state of hypnosis and hypnotic anesthesia is already there. All of you ready? All of you ready? Sleep. Very, very deeply. At the count of 3, you'll open your eyes, feeling fantastic, feeling wonderful, feeling better than 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and come back. Good, huh? You liked it? No. So, the technique takes fraction of a second. If you blink your eyes, you are going to miss it. So, please, those who are back there, please come forward. Come here. So, you don't miss it, huh? There is a very special point. Normally, it is not taught. Some people may misuse it. So, as I just give you a demo, if you blink your eyes, you miss it. The pressure point is something like that. The moment I press there, the person closes his eyes and goes into a very deep state of hypnosis, and hypnotic anesthesia is already there. So don't move around. You're disturbing other people. You want to look from there. So don't move around. Don't disturb others. Right? Listen carefully again. The moment I press there, the person closes his eyes and goes into a very deep state of hypnosis instantly, and hypnotic anesthesia is already there. So if you blink it, you will miss it. This is a, it takes fraction of a second. So all of you ready? Okay. One, two, three, open eyes and come back. I pinch you both of them. Did you feel any discomfort? You know that pinch, but you didn't feel any pain. Yeah. Did you notice where I pressed? Do you know what the technique is? Go back to your seat, I will say. Welcome back, my friend. I'm sure you really enjoyed both the videos from my live seminar. And this technique, I use it all the time where I know people know me, I'm a hypnotist, I can do hypnosis. Then I talk about this Oriental Pressure Point Method. Oriental Pressure Point Method. What a fantastic name. Because the moment you use this word, they think it is something from yoga, something from acupressure, or something from the older time. Now I want to tell you something about this pre-hypnotic suggestion. When I used to conduct my workshop, 2 full-day workshop on hypnosis, I used to have a lot of fun. On the second day of the workshop, at the end of the workshop, everything you done, certificate is about to be given, I suddenly take the mic and tell people, there are 40 people, 80 people, 100 people, doesn't matter. I tell them, all of you sitting here in my these last 2 days, you are listening to my voice, and yesterday night when you went home also, when you're thinking about the workshop, my voice was inside your head. They say yes, and I nod my head for yes, yes, yes. They say yes. Now let's do a small fun exercise. I tell them, let's do a fun exercise. I said, what? So I said, I'll call my assistant, give him a mic, and you know, we all have this psychic power. I'm practicing psychic power for years now. So what I will do here is that my assistant will come, he'll count from 100 backward to 0 on mic, and I will go down behind and go into my self-hypnosis, deep trance, and he will start counting from 100 to 0 backward. And then when he's counting, I'll be sending you mental suggestions, telepathic suggestion. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Anytime you feel like closing your eyes, close your eyes. From 100 to 50, I'll send a message, close your eyes, close your eyes. Please don't look around, don't disturb anybody. Just whenever you feel like closing your eyes, close your eyes. Tonight from 50 to 25, I'll send you a message going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. And then from 25 to 1 or 0, I'll send you a message to your right hand is becoming heavy, numb and wooden-like. Now remember, when I'm saying this, I'm changing my tonality. So suggestions are going into their mind. It's a pre-hypnotic suggestion. And then I tell them, when I do this sometime, some people, both the hands become numb and heavy. Sometimes their legs also become numb and heavy. And when I come to 0, I will take the mic and count you back from hypnosis by counting from 1 to 3. All agreed? Yeah, agreed. So I call my assistant or call my previous student there attending the workshop, give him the mic, and he counts slowly backward. I go back, close my eyes, pretend I close my eyes going to self-hypnosis, but I don't go. I just close my eyes to count to 50, so I know that they are not nobody looking back and looking at me. And then I find, slowly open my eyes, look around, I find many people have closed their eyes, and by the time they reach to 0, 95% close their eyes. Then I bring the people out. 5% they want to know what is happening, so they don't close their eye. They resist. They want to see what is happening. And then when I tip the mic and bring the person out, I tell them, but your hand will remain numb for the next 5 minutes, heavy and numb. Then I count 1, 2, 3, bring the people out, and then I ask them, how many of you got your right hand numb? How many of you got your both the hand numb? How many of you got your legs also numb? Many hand goes up. Now my friend, I didn't do any telepathy. I didn't send any telepathic messages. I just used the pre-hypnotic suggestion which I use in Oriental pressure point method. So my friend, it's a very powerful, but it is only work when you're doing a stage hypnosis or doing a wonderful class for 1 day or 2 days. Many of you are trainers already, I know. So you can use this for fun. Now there are 2 things at the end you can tell. If you want to keep it secret, or tell them that is all power of suggestion. You hypnotize yourself. I didn't do anything. I just give you a pre-hypnotic suggestion and you follow the suggestion when into yourself deep hypnosis. You can tell them. If you don't want to tell them, keep it a secret, you can keep it a secret. It is up to you. Normally in my hypnosis workshop, I tell them, all hypnosis, self-hypnosis, you hypnotize, I didn't hypnotize you. But this is a wonderful demo. If you want to keep it secret, you can have fun. So use this technique on somebody and send me a video, and let's come to another interesting part. Thank you very much. Hi, welcome back. And now this time we are going to talk about 2 very important topics. One is utilizing the previous trance and pretending hypnosis. Now how it is and how it works. Let me give you a wonderful example. In 1991, I was traveling to Dubai and I saw an ad of a stage hypnotist doing a stage show in a British club. There was some British club and he's a Britisher himself. His name was Tony Sands. I immediately got excited, bought the ticket and went to see the program. Now this club was a Britisher club and the guy is a Britisher. So when he came on the stage, he started talking and then he asked. Around 300 or 400 people were there for that program. It is a restaurant kind of thing, so people are eating and drinking, and then the show was going on. So he asked everybody, is there anybody hypnotized by a stage hypnotist? And to my surprise, around 14-15 people raised their hand. And then he asked them by whom they were hypnotized and when was that. Some people were hypnotized 20 years back, 10 years back, 15 years back by different stage hypnotists. Now remember, stage hypnotist means, hypnotized on stage means they were a good hypnotic subject. So he asked everybody's name and then one by one he said, he asked their name and said, take a deep breath and as you exhale, go 10 times deeper than you went into hypnosis 10 years back on the stage show. And then the moment they said, went one by one, I saw 11 people going into a deep trance. Then immediately I realized utilizing the previous trance. What does it mean? Utilizing previous trance means if somebody has been already done hypnosis before, self-hypnosis before, has gone into hypnosis, you don't need to hypnotize them. You can utilize their previous trance. How to use it? I'll explain to it now. I'll give you one wonderful example. Many years back, 96, 97, I was doing a workshop in Baroda. My newspaper ad appeared in the paper about hypnosis workshop, hypnosis for self-improvement 2 full-day workshop, and people were calling me, and then a very famous heart surgeon from Baroda, he called me, hey Mr. Agarwal, I love hypnosis, but I'm very busy. I love to attend your workshop, but I cannot attend. Can I meet you in the afternoon? That is the only time for 1.5 hours I'm free. Is it okay with you? It sounds very nice. I said, come over and meet me. And then very interesting thing happened. He said, Mr. Agarwal, I'm practicing self-hypnosis for last 30 or 40 years. Initially, I used to go very deep, but nowadays I think I'm not going very deep. Now deep and very deep and light is all different kind of things. So I asked him, how do you practice? Show me how do you practice. And he just sat down, closed his eye, and the moment he closed his eye, I said, go back to the 10 times you were deeper 30 years back. And instantly went into deep state of hypnosis. And then I gave him a suggestion for hypnotic anesthesia, and not one, I put 2 needles into his hand. And then keep the needle there, then counted 1, 2, 3, bring him out, started talking to him. I said, you're going deep, look at your hand, look at it, two needles there. Now, what happened? I utilized his previous trance, which was there 30 years back, very deep. Now, how to use it? If somebody comes to you, normally people come to me, I ask them, are you practicing any meditation, any kind of self-hypnosis, or any kind of workshop they might have attended where they have learned meditation and relaxation? They say yes. I said, what you have learned? They tell me what they have learned. I ask them, close their eyes. I ask them to close their eyes and go back to the time when they were doing this meditation and notice how they felt that time. The moment I say they take a deep breath, they go into trance, and from there I start utilizing their trance. I don't need to do a formal induction. I deepen it sometime, count from 10 to 0, and then start my therapy. So if somebody has already been in hypnosis, you don't need to hypnotize. You just utilize the previous trance by asking them how they felt that time, close their eyes, and recall that time when you were in deep hypnosis or deep trance or deep relaxation. Go back to the time, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt, and then observe the hypnotic symptoms and they're going, and then you can deepen it by counting from 10 to 0, and then you can do your therapy work. That is utilizing the previous trance. Now, pretending hypnosis. That's a very interesting thing happened. It was 98 or 96, I don't remember. I was doing a workshop in Chennai at Hotel Savera. 175 participants were there, and as I told you in the previous video, I used to do stage hypnosis where just for sake of entertaining and showing them how it works, I used to do a stage hypnosis show, either on the first day in the evening, if the hotel is available, or the second day. Now, 175 people there, I do stage show people. I used to do the very rough method that time. As I said, I used to say, every time I say sleep, you will close your eyes and drop down the floor. Normally the floor are carpeted and everything is taken care of. So after doing the show, somebody, I was doing an evening workshop like this, what you are attending right now, on instant hypnosis and things. Around 30-35 people signed up. Then one guy, he said, Mr. Agarwal, I think I'm not going deep into hypnosis. Now, his philosophy of deep hypnosis means falling on the floor. So I called him on the stage and asked him to stand facing me and say, I don't want you to go into hypnosis, close your eyes and pretend what you feel is a deep stage of hypnosis. Just pretend. The moment I said the word pretend, he closed his eyes and was flat on the floor. Luckily it was a carpet. I was shocked. What happened? I checked for hypnotic anesthesia. It was already there without any suggestion. Then I realized pretending bypasses the critical faculty and suggestion goes to subconscious mind. Pretending is a very powerful tool. For those of you who have done my workshop on the WhatsApp workshop or my hypnosis workshop, you know, I ask them to close their eyes, pretend they are into deep stage hypnosis, pretend their eyes are so heavy and light. I always use the pretend. So pretend is a very powerful word. I'll give you a very interesting example. Many years back, somebody came here to meet me. And he says, I want to attend a different kind of hypnosis, a deep hypnosis. I said, what do you mean by deep hypnosis? Do you know when you go into that, how you will feel? He said, yes. I asked him, close your eyes and pretend that you are into that wonderful deep state of hypnosis which you want to achieve. Pretend right now you are there. Really feel, believe, pretend, know you are there. The moment I asked him, he instantly went into a wonderful deep state of hypnosis, what he wanted, and he really enjoyed it. And then I gave him a trigger. Anytime you want to go into this state of mind, use this trigger. I gave him a trigger, and then immediately he will be there. Then I counted him back, and then used the trigger, so again he went there. He was very happy. What I did here is, I just used the word pretending. So pretending is very powerful. Now, during my workshop, some guy says, Mr. Agarwal, pretending is a very powerful technique. Well, yes. Can I use it? Well, yes. I'll tell you where I want to use it. I will ask a girl and ask her to pretend that she is in love with me. Will she fall in love with me? Maybe yes. Most of the movies has happened like this. They started in the movies you watch, they are the hero, heroine, they are not in love, but they are pretending they are in love and finally they fall in love. Pretending is a powerful tool, my friend. use this. Use the word pretend. It bypasses the critical factor. So these two methods are very powerful, which my experience I find out it is very useful, and I use it all the time whenever I get a chance. So you can also use this and then come back to the next lesson. Thank you very much. 1, 2 and 3. Welcome back, my friend. You are learning a lot of new things today, and now I want to talk to you something. In fact, it is a one full day workshop, but as you have already done my workshop before, or you have already done my WhatsApp workshop, you are already practicing it, then only this technique will work better for you. We talk about what? Non-verbal hypnosis. Now, I give you 2 demos from my workshop there. Watch both the demos. It is very simple compliance test, and I don't talk about it. You watch it. It's very simple. By just watching 2 or 3 times, you will learn it. Now, remember, whenever I do this this is a very good method for demo purpose. You are going to get there 2 lessons there. 2 people I am doing it. So watch it carefully and then do the same thing. What I did, you get the same result. First, we check with them whether they understand the sign language or not. Then I make a trigger here. When I touch here, they have to come open their eyes and come back. I preset it because I don't want to count 1, 2, 3 and bring the person out. And then I check whether they understand or I ask them to get up without talking. They get up. You watch me doing there. So that I am creating a yes set that they are understanding the sign language. Then I use with the hand, eyes getting tired. The moment eyes getting tired, look, I close their eyes. And then I make the hand and make it loose and drop. Now, when you do this correctly, the person goes into deep stage of hypnosis. I'll tell you later on. First watch both the video and then come back. Thank you very much. If the husband understands this kind of things, it's good. Now, this is called non-verbal induction. So why I ask him to check this? So he understands the signals, then only it will work, otherwise not, right? Now, I will be not using any words. So once we start, to bring you out, I will not say 1, 2, 3. I will touch you here like this. It is a signal for you to open your eyes and come back. You understand? So now all the talking is over. Good, fantastic. Feeling good? Can you lift your legs, both of your legs? Difficult to keep, but you kept it for a long time. We have taken a videos also. Now, what happened here? Did I use any word? It was completely non-verbal. What I did here is, after making the sign ready for to come out, I put his hand and I asked him to focus his eyes where? His hand. And then I rotate. Initially he was moving his head, so I stopped the head. Then put my hands also there and moving, and actually he closed. If he doesn't close, I close their eyes. And then doing that and drop. So the hands are relaxed now. Eyes are closed. I rotated his head and then back and little jerk. That is like our instant hypnosis, little jerk. So it relaxed. Then what I did, I rotated his whole body to make him relax, the body relax. And then I took his hand, non-verbally I made it tight. He kept it there then, and then I lifted their legs. Now, the most important thing, lifting the legs, and I was trying to move his body a little bit, was too heavy to move actually. Otherwise, I normally do their body to this posture and keep them for a little longer, which is difficult, normally. And the legs also, keeping the legs up, also a little difficult for a longer time. So he kept it much longer time. That gave me indication that he is already in a deep state of hypnosis. Understand what I'm saying? So this is called non-verbal induction. Now what is the use? No use. Good for demo only. Understand? Good for demo. So purpose of saying it is called non-verbal induction. You are married, huh?
Yeah.
You know the non-verbal things?
Yes, sir.
Let me check. Happily married person. Am I right, sir? Now, we need to check whether they understand my non-verbal things or not. Now, because I will not be using any suggestion to bring you out, I will touch you here with my finger. That's a trigger for you to open your eyes and come back. Understand? So, ready? Non-verbal, don't speak. Wonderful. Jai, I put your legs like this. Did you feel any discomfort? Or not? Now lift your leg and see how long you can do it. It's discomfort, right? That shows he was in a deep state of hypnosis. This is called leg catalepsy, hand catalepsy. Did I use any word? Now, the technique is very simple. Now, this technique is only good for demonstration purpose, no therapeutic value. Understand? So, you just watch me doing. Now, remember, when you do this kind of hypnosis, you are not using any suggestions. Remember, you are not using any suggestions. The person goes into deep stage of hypnosis. Why? The two is I pick up the person who is really heavy. So, for demonstration purpose, it look very good. Second, when you don't use the word, the person goes into his deep trance, whatever he thinks is in deep trance, because I already pre-hypnosis given. When we do this non-verbal thing, the person goes into deep state of hypnosis. And I move them, turn around, things called a somnambulistic or a kind of, little bit kind of hypnotic coma. It's a very deep stage of hypnosis. And many times what happens, when you pinch them, they may not feel the pain also. Yes. So that is one way of doing non-verbal. Now, the second one which we are going to talk now, I'll give you a demo from my live workshop. and it is something very interesting one. It is again a non-verbal, but not the kind you have done it. It's a silent method which we don't speak anything, but we still put the people in a deep hypnosis. Now remember, always remember, if you don't tell them that your body is heavy, relaxed, or what it feels like, and you tell them you're just going to hypnotize them, whatever they think hypnosis is, they will go into it and they will go into very deep state of hypnosis. Now the method which you see here, you need to learn what we talk about in our other workshop also, hypnotic symptoms. You look at them and do your hand up and down, your pen, you will see with doing with the pen, first do it from a distance and bringing it closer. I am looking for the hypnotic symptom. They are going to ready. And that is the time I give them a small jerk with my hand without talking anything and put them into deep trance. Now important thing is, whether you're doing standing or sitting, when they feel like going it, their body is already relaxed, their feet are together, you just give them a little bit put, they will fall backward. Now remember, when people fall backward when they are standing, make sure that you take full care of them. And there is something very interesting. When I do the standing one, which you will watch now, in standing one what happens, the one guy is standing behind. That means pre-hypnotic suggestion is he will fall down. The other guy is going to take care of him. So if there is no fear, he will go deep into it. And remember one thing, when you do this and the person goes into the floor, remember the moment they head touch the floor, the carpet or whatever it is, remember it is a different kind of hypnosis and a very deep state of hypnosis, hypnotic anesthesia already there. That is why many stage hypnosis, when they do hypnosis, they make the people fall down on the floor. I also used to do that when I started long time back, but then I stopped doing stage hypnosis in my workshop because sometimes some people fall on each other. They may not feel pain that time, but they feel later on. Remember, precautions when you're doing standing, make sure there's a carpet or something the people will not get injured, or you have somebody strong to take care of them. So, idea here is, what you are doing here is creating the hypnotic moment by using your gestures and thing. And you have to learn hypnotic moment. Watch, they're already in a trance, like this, or they're going like this. You see some symptom, and that time you give a slight jerk, they will fall down. Little push also do it, or sometimes you don't need to push it also. You bring your hand like this, and you slowly bring them, they start going back, and then they fall down. So watch these two videos, have fun, and come back. Now remember, before you do this, remember to practice watching other methods and knowing the hypnotic moments. Hypnotic moments recognizing may come with little bit of practice. So do it now and then come back. Thank you very much and see you in the next lesson. You have seen a lot of videos, right?
Yes, sir.
In that videos called, that mesmerism kind of thing, non-verbal they are using.
Mesmerism
नहीं देखा?
आपकी वीडियो ज़्यादा देखा
हाँ हाँ
और एक दो चार लोगों ने
देखा, ज़्यादा लोगों की नहीं देखा. तो ये हाथ वाला सब कर रहे थे, कहाँ से सीखा?
उसमें था सर, एक दो वीडियो में था.
एक दो वीडियो में था. हाँ. So you do know how this non-verbal thing works the other way? 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. This is a little different feeling, right? पहले वाले से different feeling है ये. Now welcome back my friends. I am sure you are doing all the exercises and having a lot of fun. Let's come to the real fun part called pseudo hypnosis. What is pseudo hypnosis? It is not hypnosis but looks like hypnosis. The first exercise, you are going to watch around 1, 2, 5 different techniques approximately. Doing it, you can do it on anybody. Now the first one is the push method, where the person put my hand and is much stronger than me and I pretend that I am hypnotizing him. He can push me, then I ask him to imagine, close your eyes and do it, I do it hypnotically a little bit to show, but it is not hypnosis, it's completely body language. I just put my hand like this under his elbows here, and then I put a little bit, turn it. The moment I little bit turn it like this, or press it or turn it, the energy goes away. It is a physiological thing, and then he cannot do anything. Now once it works, I change it to a little bit more. Watch it there. I can lift my one leg and say, still you cannot push me. Then I remove my one hand from the hand and now still you cannot push me. And then sometime I ask another person to go behind him and try to push me from there. And they will also not able to do it. So this method is very, very interesting. But do it very carefully so people will not know, the watcher people, that you are actually doing something with the hand. It looks like a normal thing what you are doing. Now second thing, whether they can't push me, the other one I'll explain to you in the video. And the third will be with the finger, they can't get up. Now there you need to remember one thing, you make them move forward on the chair bit and then they go like this. And there should be nothing to hold here, like here in my chair. When you press here, physiologically they cannot get up. So it looks like a hypnotic thing. Third, and then they cannot separate my hands. You know, when you put your hand like this, you know, nobody can separate your hand until unless they are very strong. And then there is one technique with the arm wrestling, which also will given there, plus the last one, lifting the people on the fingers, 4 fingers. So it's a very simple, I explain it there, and if you do the same thing what I did there, you will get the same result. So watch those videos and then come back. Thank you very much. This time I am going to teach you something which is actually looks like hypnosis but not hypnosis. But it is really interesting. Remember I showed that video that big guy was pushing me, not able to push me? So I'll give you few techniques, you need to practice and then you can have fun. See, when you are a hypnotist, you need to know all these tools. Sometimes you may find some people harassing you. There you can use this technique. Understand? Krishna, you are strong, na? Come. How old are you, Krishna?
41.
41. I am 61. Not 61, 60. Will be 61 next year. Huh? I just completed my 60. So, come here. Put your hand on my shoulder. Put your hand on my shoulder. Now you can push me, right? Yeah, you can push me. It's very strong. Huh? You can push me. Push me now. You can push me now. Close it. Push me now. Use the strength a little bit so I know that you have a strength. Push me. Don't worry. Okay. Now close your eyes. Now this is a hypnotic thing. I'll tell you what it is. Huh? Close your eyes. And take a deep breath. And now imagine all your energies from your feet moving upward. All your strength going into your head. And through your head, in your hand, is coming into me. And you are becoming totally powerless. Totally powerless. And all the energy is gone. Now open your eyes and try to push me. Use your strength. Use your strength. Push me, na? Push. Push. What happened? Push.
You're lucky.
No, whatever. Push it. Push it. Push hard. Push hard. Push hard. Yeah? All the strength gone, eh? Right? Good. Now, you can do it in a more different way. Now put your hand again. Now, push me. You can push. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. You're 41, I'm 60, push. See, I can lift my one leg also. You can push me. I can lift my other leg also. I can remove my hand also. Now you can push. All the energy gone. Now this is a trick. You want to learn? Okay. Put your hand again. There are 2 methods of doing it. One method people are able to understand what it is. You make sure that you are standing like this. And when you put your hand here, this finger goes here. You press it, all the energy gone.
And you persist.
See, you can push here, all the energy gone. Or do like this, now also you cannot push.
Okay.
Now these people understand that you are doing something, but when you do like this here, nobody understands. So you can take the energy, but don't do it like this. Now push, you cannot push me. Close your eyes, I'm taking all your energy. Look hypnotic, right? Come here. Put your leg here. Come forward, come forward, come forward. Now give me your hand. Now push me. Push, push, push. I can push you. This is another body trick. Put your hand. I'll show you. No, let the people watch it. Come like this. Put your leg here. One leg. Now see, his hand is turned. My hand is straight. No energy for him. Try. And I can push him. But if I move my hand a little bit here, he can throw me. This is all body magic. But if you can give a look of a hypnosis. Why you need to know this? Because when you're becoming hypnotic, you need to have some tricks in your sleeve. Sometime you need it. Sit down. Yes. Make the chair move forward a little bit. So people can see you. Now sit down. Now just relax. Huh? Eyes open. Huh? Now, see my finger. What is your weight?
100.
Now you cannot get up from your chair. Try to get up, but you cannot. Try hard, but you cannot get up. With my finger I am stopping him. Huh? Again, physiological thing. The person sitting like this, his hand is up, you press here, they cannot get up. Understand? Very simple thing. But be on the side. Sometimes some people really try to get up, they can hit you, and you may get hit on a wrong place. So stay on the side. Got it? Come. I'm giving you, then you have to practice. Come. No. You can, use my hand. Put here. You can separate my hand now. Easy, huh? Right? Do it again. No, stop. Now, do it. Where is the strength gone?
Touch their body.
No. Okay, do it. No, it is easy. No. Wait. Let me put my hand properly. Now do it. This is all physiological. We don't know how it works. When you use your hand here and this other person's hands are here and you really hold it tightly, nobody can separate it. I took a little bit of this. Panja lada hai kabhi? Panja lada hai? Come. You know arm wrestling? There's no place here. Come here. This thing, in fact, I have never lost. Huh? Now, come. Wait. Huh? Now. Hey, you'll break my thing here. Huh? Now, this technique is very simple. If you put your hand like this, they can bend. You do your hand a little bit, this and do. Nobody can move.
Okay.
This is all body magic. So, all these things, how many things? Push. And then, first was the push. Then the hand thing. Third thing was finger. What was the fourth one? This one. And this. So, there are 5 things. So, don't go for the arm wrestling because there is no proper place here. But do other things, practice on each other and have fun. Do. Mr. Saurabh, can you come here? Put the chair here. Facing that side. Little bit more. Come, sit down. I want two more people here. Not the strong one, weak people. Come. Yeah, you come. Yeah. Come. Okay, you can also come. 4 people. Huh? You know about this? Don't know about this? Okay. Never, huh? Okay. So 4 हो गए ना अपन. Now, तो ये चेयर को थोड़ा पीछे कर लो, जहाँ comfort हो जाए. Can I have your glasses? आप लोग ऐसा करें अपने गोली. All of you, no, not all of you, do it like this. Now, what we're going to do is, I want you to do it. I'll show you first. Now, you put your fingers here. That side. You put the finger here. You come here and put the fingers here. You go on the other side. No, you come. Do it. Can you lift him? No, huh? Leave it, huh? Leave it. Now, what we are going to do is, listen carefully. Put your hand here. Now I will do it all with you. No, you don't come. Only let us come. Huh? One. Put your hand. You have to press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These were not done the proper job, that's why the legs were up. Otherwise you can take up to here. Welcome back my friends. I'm sure you really enjoyed this video, learned a lot of new things here. Again remember, for the waking hypnosis, use the language pattern. Again pre-hypnotic suggestion for oriental pressure point and telepathy. And then hypnotic moment to do waking silent hypnosis called mesmerism kind of thing. You can use your hand and thing, and plus the non-verbal thing which he gave you for demo. That is a wonderful method. You can do it anywhere. But the other one, putting with the people with the hand without any talking and thing, that is a very powerful method. You can also use it. It will only work well when the people know that you are a good hypnotist and you are famous, because already pre-hypnotism working in their mind that whatever is going to do, I am going to go into a trance. I use a pen. Somebody asked me, is there something to do with the pen? Nothing to do with the pen. Initially I was moving like this and then coming closer, up and down, so getting the eyes tired, and then the moment I see the hypnotic moment, I pull them and they go into deep trance. And then last one, which you learned, the pseudo hypnosis, it is a lot of fun, and this I have learned from my very good friend from UK, Anthony Jacquin. He is in UK and he teaches hypnosis to magicians. He is very, very famous, and I brought him to India 2 years back, 2019. We brought him to India. We did a workshop which is Father Freddie Jacquin. They are very, very famous. So these techniques are a lot of fun. So please have a lot of fun with this technique, really master it, and once you start doing all these things, you will become the hypnotist. The hypnotist. You're already a hypnotist. You're already the hypnotist, but you become the hypnotist. And have fun and attend other workshop which you are conducting. Thank you very much for taking this course. All the best.